What's going on, guys? I'm Lane Plummer. You are watching a new series. This is going to be the pilot episode of essentially breaking down bolt sizes, nut sizes, and torque specs on the parts that I'm working on. We'll see if this works out, if there's any interest in it, or all that kind of stuff. But this is my new process NP231J out of my 2001 Jeep Cherokee. These came in a ton of different Jeeps, and then there are also different versions that came in the Dodge trucks and a whole bunch of different stuff, but this is going to be specific to the Jeep 231. Let's get into it. We're going to go from tip to butt and just knock out all the torque specs. All right, we're going to start off with these mounting nuts. They are a 14 mil nut, and torque spec is 22 to 30 foot-pounds. Next up is going to be this front bearing retainer bolt. Head is 10 millimeters and torque spec is 16 foot-pounds. Next is going to be the switch indicator. It is a 22 millimeter and torque spec is going to be 15 to 25 foot-pounds. Next up is the range lever. It is a 14 millimeter nut and the torque spec is 20 to 25 foot-pounds. The front yoke is a 26 millimeter nut and torque spec is 90 to 130 foot-pounds. Case bolts, most of them are 15 millimeter. This one on the top right is a 10 mil 12 point, and all of their torque specs are 20 to 25 foot. The fill and drain plugs are a 10 mil hex, and torque spec is 15 to 20 foot-pounds on the later ones and 30 to 40 foot-pounds on the early ones. Extension housing bolts are a 10 mil head and are 26 to 34 foot-pounds. The detent plug is going to be different if you're running the stock or a slip yoke eliminator, but the torque spec is 12 to 18 foot-pounds. The speedometer hold bracket is a 13 millimeter head and 15 to 25 foot-pounds. The rear yoke is also a 26 millimeter nut and torque is 180 foot-pounds for my slip yoke eliminator. It's going to be different if you... All right, hopefully that was helpful to at least somebody. I had to work on compiling those for myself, so I figure if I already did the research, I should just put it out there. If it gets used, it gets used. That's going to be it for today. Let me know down in the comments if you thought it was helpful or you actually had to use this for your project. Other than that, I'll see you tomorrow.